Hey guys, Randy with Pete's RV TV today. Today I wanted to take a few seconds and do a Memorial Day edition. So Memorial Day, if you're in the RV industry, is like the goal post that we've all been working really hard for since January 1. This is our first big camping weekend, especially in the Northeast where I'm located currently. This is the first big camping weekend out there, and it's usually the first weekend where a lot of new RVers or people that have acquired RVs at the shows in the winter are getting to use them for the first time this weekend. So super exciting weekend to get out there. So I just wanted to share a couple things that I think about on this weekend with you guys as we get ready for it. Is first thing and foremost, check your air pressure. Check the air pressure in your tires. I keep this in my truck. I will check my air pressure before I head out on the weekend, especially if my camper sat around for a little bit. This is a pretty decent one. I actually bought it on Amazon, but it's a pretty decent one, and I do recommend everybody check their air pressure before heading out this weekend, because if you don't, the not knowing what that air pressure is, if you don't have TPMS sensors on there, it may be not a fun ride for you. So quick and easy thing to do, and if you need something, address it. Save a blowout on the side of the road. The other thing that I probably would recommend this weekend or advise is there's going to be a lot of people on the road this weekend. And there's going to be a lot of people on the road with RVs that probably don't have a lot of experience. So I just want to make sure that we're being courteous to those folks. I know what it feels like to be in a vehicle that maybe is intimidating, or you don't have a lot of experience driving, and put you into a busy traffic situation, and it can be very unnerving and you feel a little bit out of control. So let's make sure we're courteous to those people. Remember what it was when you first started driving with a camper in traffic and maybe on a highway with your family in the car, and how you felt. So let's give them a little bit of extra room and maybe a little bit extra time to do what they need to do, and kind of remember where we were when we first started traveling with RVs. So I like to think about that this weekend as well. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is we got a lot of people out there that are using RVs, as mentioned, for the first time this weekend. So one of the apps that I have on my phone, and I refer to it even with my background, and as long as I've been servicing RVs, I refer to it almost daily to answer a question that I'm not 100% sure of, or to support a thought that I have, is the Lippert Now app. So Lippert Components Incorporated, or LCI, is a business that probably builds about 80% of the devices that you're going to find inside your RV, starting even from the frames to the windows to the electronics to vents. I mean, they build it all. Leveling systems, compartment doors, entry doors. Jason Lippert has his hands in a ton of the products that go into the RVs that we all use. So when something isn't working appropriately, or you're trying to operate something and it's not making sense to you, having the appropriate support documentation can be very helpful, and I strongly recommend it. People don't often think of going to the owner's manuals anymore. They just hop online. So this would be kind of hopping online to find an owner's manual. So in the Lippert Now app, which I will put up here so you guys can see what it looks like, there is videos in there that you can see that Lippert has made on how to operate certain devices. There's troubleshooting guides, there is service manuals, there's support documentation, there's you can even text these guys and they'll respond to you on certain times of the day. So just a great app to have if you own an RV. Chances are many of the devices in your RV are built or maintained by Lippert, and there will be documentation in there to show it. So again, I wanted to share that with you guys, because as you're using these RVs this weekend, resources will be limited. Saturday and Sunday, a lot of the RV dealers are going to be closed, service departments, and so being able to answer some of your own questions for if you can't get a hold of your dealer is an important thing to do, especially after hours. So that Lippert Now app is a super important app to have, and I recommend anybody with an RV have that. Also, YouTube. I mean, YouTube is a great resource if you haven't realized that yet. I'm sure most of you have. But one thing to look out for on YouTube is look for consistencies. Look for multiple people telling you the same thing. If you've got one person that tells you something that seems a little off, It may be. And just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean it's true. So I try to look for consistency. And if I see 2 or 3 guys that look like me telling me that this is the way it's supposed to work, I'm going to probably agree with that statement and go ahead and follow their direction. If you got somebody that's saying something that just sounds a little bit off to you, and I want to make sure that I research this a little bit more, I welcome that you do so, because it just may be true. So anyway, just wanted to share those things with you guys today. I look forward to seeing you on the road, and happy camping and happy Memorial Day. Thanks, guys.